Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. We are coming slowly to an end with this manga. I think next week will be our last learning session concerning this manga. So let's read. So not much happening here. And we go to the first and only bubble. Kawamura, was genau hast du mit dem Ding da in deiner Hand vor? Huh? And we go to the verbs as always first. You might recognize haben, of course, to have, but it's an opening verb. Vorhaben. Vorhaben means to plan something or to plan to do something with something in this case. Das Ding is the thing. It's a general expression for an object, neutral. Die Hand, the hand. Mit, with, needs dative, as you might know. And everything else should be clear. Maybe genau. Was genau? Genau by itself means exactly, all right. In this case, it's exactly. So he wants to say, Kawamura, what exactly do you plan to do or do you plan with that thing in your hand? Da means like there, with the thing there in your hand, to be more precise. And we go to the next page. If it's a little too violent and too graphic, I will skip something. Okay, let's read. Wie kannst du es wagen, Sanji sowas anzutun? Können, to can or to be able. Antun means to do something to somebody. And of course, we need this somebody. And in this case, it's Sanji. Sowas means such a thing. And we have another verb. Wagen means to dare. How can you dare it? And then he says the it part in the second part of the statement, to do such a thing to Sanji. And here we have something I had to censor a little bit, but you can imagine what it means. Next one. Was genau geht bei dir ab? This is super youth language and slang, but this is why we like this manga, I hope at least, because this is how people just talk. Me too. It's not that kind of trash talking. It's normal. Gehen, you know, to go. Abgehen is so hard to translate into English. We'll check it out in a second. Genau, again, means exactly. Same as we had before. Bei dir means with you. So what exactly is wrong with you, he wants to say. Abgehen has many meanings, but it can also be translated as to be going on. So what's going on with you exactly, you know? But you can also call your friend and to say, was geht bei dir am Wochenende ab? It means what's going on next weekend? What are your plans? So it's really confusing. It can mean what's wrong with you, but it can also mean what's up with something, something. The more you read, the more you will learn those differences, of course. So he says, what exactly is wrong with you? And he says some stuff we don't want to translate, and we will skip a little bit ahead, I think. Okay, Kiku is stopping him. Senji, stop. Stop means like hold, stop. Kiku, Endo, and so on. Let's go to the next one. Lass mich los. This one we had before, I'm pretty sure. It means let me go, let me free. Depends on how you say it. Loslassen is an opening verb or separable verb to let someone free. And it needs accusative. Jemanden, somebody. In this case, mich. Der Penner, we talked about this also, means actually an unpolite way to say a homeless person. But if you are referring to someone who's not a homeless person, it means this unsocial person, to say it in the most polite way. So just a little reminder, don't say it to anyone, especially not to homeless people, not only because they don't deserve to be insulted, but also because you're risking your own safety if you would say something like that to somebody. Hat gemacht is past tense for had done. So he had done something. And now we have an adjective, which is kalt, meaning cold. So this did make Sanji cold. We talked about it before, I think with a little fantasy or logic. You know what it means. Komm runter. Kommen, to come. Runter means down. So come down. Ich wurde gerade von Miko und Yuji angerufen. This is interesting grammar-wise. I don't know if we had it before. Wurde angerufen. This is passive. I have been called. Gerade means just a second ago, short while ago, or just now. Von means by. I've just been called by Miko and Yuji. Sanji ist wach. Wach means awake. Ihm geht es gut. This one should be easy for you because it's a typical grammar. It's a chunk we learn even in A1, so in beginner books. Gehen, again, to go. But in this case, gut gehen, to be doing well. So he is doing well. If you translate it word by word, him goes it good. He's fine. Next one. Beruhige dich erstmal. Beruhigen, to calm down, to relax, to chill. And dich makes it a reflection. So he wants to say, calm yourself. Erstmal means firstly, if you translate it really strict. So calm down first. Du denkst wirklich, wir waren das? Denken, to think. Waren, past tense, to be. Sein, waren. Wirklich means really, truly. You really think we've been that? He wants to say. And Kiku says, nein, ich nicht. No, not me. I don't think it. Verdammt nochmal richtig. Als wenn wir sowas Langweiliges abziehen würden. This is a little more complicated. The first one doesn't have a verb. The second one, abziehen würden. Etwas abziehen actually means to rip something off, like a band-aid or something like that. But in slang or youth language, etwas abziehen means to pull a trick or to pull a number on somebody or to do something like a little shady. Langweiliges means something boring. Langweilig is an adjective, boring. So was Langweiliges means something that boring. Now we come to the grammar aspect. Als wenn. I can translate it in English. You will immediately understand. It means as if. It literally means that. As if we would. This would is this würden here. As if we would pull such a boring number, I think he wants to say. Verdammt nochmal richtig. Richtig is correct. Verdammt means damn. Damn right. That's what he wants to say. Verdammt nochmal. This nochmal, we don't need it. It's for emphasis. He could also say verdammt richtig. This would be damn right. But for emphasis, he says, how to say it in English? Damn right once more. You know, so like double damn. Is it a word? But you know what I mean. So he's damn right, as if we would do something like that. Also klar, wir kacken jeden gerne mal an, aber so eine Art von Abschaum sind wir nun auch nicht. The verb here is actually the verb for going number 2, but to use it with a person, I guess in English you would say to pee on someone, I guess. So the first part, so yeah, sure, also klar, we like to, gerne, means to like to do something, mal, once in a while, and then we have ankacken, it's an opening verb. So yeah, sure, once in a while we do like to piss on someone's leg, aber, but, sein, to be. Die Art is the kind of something, female. Der Abschaum is the scum, but such a kind of scum, we are not. If you want to say a kind of something in this way, eine Art von, a kind of something. Nun auch is also again for emphasis. We don't need it. We could also say sind wir nicht. We're not this kind of scum. But he wants to say, okay, we are bad guys, but we are not that kind of bad. Nun auch nicht. Ja? So we're not so bad though. Aber wer dann? But who then?